Chapter 14. Activating Multiple Streams of Income. The sea and the ocean never run dry because it receives water from various rivers and streams. There is no single rich and wealthy individual on Earth today that has only one source of income. Even if their business is their only source, the business itself makes money from multiple sources. It is therefore very important for everyone who desires to become rich and wealthy to ensure that they have multiple sources of income. The secret of unimaginable oceanic wealth is multiple streams of income. The sea or ocean never runs dry, whether in rainy or dry seasons. The sea stays alive and full at all times and during all seasons. When dry season comes in some parts of the world, ponds dry up, lakes dry up, some rivers dry up, but nowhere in the world does the sea or ocean dry up. This happens because every body of water, both from lakes, ponds, streams, rivers, etc., eventually find their way into the sea or ocean. The ocean receives from multiple streams, and even though all the streams don't flow with the same velocity or affect the ocean in the same way, they all have a part to play in the existence and continual existence of the ocean. To become like an ocean and stay wealthy no matter what comes your way, you need to establish different sources of income in your life. While some streams dry up during the dry season, some will still keep on flowing. There are different dimensions of streams that exist in wealth creation. Dimensions of streams. 1. One-time stream. These are wealth streams where you work once and get paid once, and in order to get paid again, you have to work again, e.g., sales, contracts, salary, etc. To get this, you work once and get paid once. 2. Once and always. These are wealth streams where you work hard once, but you get paid continually for the same labor. You don't have to work hard again to keep getting money from this stream, e.g., transportation business, rental properties, book writing, album releases, etc. You only build the house once and it keeps bringing money. You only produce the album once and it keeps bringing money. You only write the book once and it keeps bringing money. 3. Free flow. These are wealth streams where you don't even have to do anything. Instead, you put your money to work for you. Your money does all the work while you enjoy the benefit of the labor, e.g., stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. Like we said earlier, there are 3 different types of income, i.e., earned income, portfolio income, passive income, and the 3 dimensions of streams also fall into these 3 categories. One-time stream, earned income. Once and always, passive income. Free flow, portfolio income. We all start out mostly from the earned income, or one-time stream, but must work to convert earned income to portfolio or passive income. Our investment must consist of all the dimensions of streams. Why diversify and have multiple streams? 1. It is the wisest thing to do. To have one source of income is not a financially intelligent thing to do, because if anything goes wrong, you will be back to square one. Wisdom demands that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, and that is why you need multiple streams of income. 2. It increases your earning potential. When you have more than one source of income, you earn more money and increase your revenue. Multiple streams of income no doubt have greater earning potential than just one stream, and that is another reason to activate them. 3. It reduces your risks and spreads it. Having just one stream of income is high risk, because if anything goes wrong, it is over. However, when you have multiple streams, you spread your risk, and even if something goes wrong in one stream, the other streams can cover for that, and you are still financially healthy. 4. It gives you greater security. When you have many sources of income, you have greater security because everything cannot go wrong in every stream at the same time. People with only one stream of income live constantly in fear of losing their job or having dry seasons, but those with multiple streams are more secure and free from such fears. 5. It is the secret to unending wealth. Like the ocean and the sea that never runs dry, Multiple streams of income is the secret to oceanic and unending wealth. When you have multiple streams that produce for you, money continues to flow in and accumulates to great proportions. You make money while you sleep because money is now working for you instead of the other way around. Everybody needs multiple streams, from individuals to families, the corporations, even to nations. Look within yourself, your company, your family, nations, and explore how to activate multiple streams. You need to make use of many vehicles of wealth creation to activate multiple streams. I am personally convinced that everyone has the potential to have 4 streams of income at the worst-case scenario. So if you have less than 4 streams, you need to make adjustments. I have had the opportunity to counsel and speak with top government officials in few nations and help them see how this can help even on a national scale. Instead of focusing on only one or a few, they can have multiple streams. Just like the wealth creation vehicle is for you as an individual, family, or group, nations too can explore the following. Revenue sources for nations. I will only list them but can't talk on each in this book due to space constraint. Taxes, duties, tariffs, bonds and treasury bills, tourism, import, export, levies, utilities, water, rates, finance, minerals, grants, banking, etc. Don't only rely on one product or service, or else you are a highly risky venture. I know of a company whose brand and mission was to be the one-product company. They thought that was the definition of focus, but almost went belly up when there was a sanction and government policy that affected their one product. They had to break the mold and quickly re-strategize and rebrand. Today they are doing well with multiple productions and services. The misinformation. One misinformation that has affected the mindset of many people is the jack-of-all-trades syndrome. People hear jack of all trades and master of none in their subconscious when they want to explore multiple streams, and they think diversification equals a broken focus, but that is incorrect. A lady was in one of my seminars and heard me speak on multiple streams. She met with me later to say she had always been confused because although she had the ability and opportunity to activate many streams, she could not because she felt it would be double-mindedness and lack of focus. She was enlightened, and today her financial story has changed because she became debt-free in 14 months, and she is financially healthy and growing. This is the era of multitasking and multiple streams, and you don't have to lose focus to diversify. All you need is to discover your primary stream, and from there you move on to the other streams. You can be jack of few trades and master of all, or jack of many trades and master of all, by creating structures and system to run them all successfully. Strategies for creation. 1. Discover your primary and dominant stream. Everybody needs to find out what his or her own Garden of Eden is. You need to discover that primary river you should start with that would water your garden, i.e., water your life, and empower you with seed money for investment. Watering the ground makes the ground yield the seed in it. Getting an income helps you display the investment mentality in you. What is your primary and dominant stream? Is it a paid employment, a career, a business of your own, etc.? You need to find out and start with it. 2. Use financial intelligence and investment mentality to develop other streams by diversification. As you continue to operate within your dominant stream, you begin to operate the 30-70 principle, and this now enables you to use the 10 to 20% savings or investment to activate other vehicles of wealth and other streams. You are to start off with one stream, which is your primary and dominant stream, and end up with at least 4 of the 14 vehicles of wealth creation we have examined. 3. Consolidate each stream and keep expanding. Once you have been able to start up other streams and now have different vehicles of wealth producing for you, you just ensure you consolidate and establish each of the streams and vehicle fully, and then you keep on expanding until you become a force to be reckoned with on Earth. It is possible. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Don't think of what you don't have, but start with what you have from where you are. Multiple income channels and doorways. I presently run a group of companies with about 9 subsidiaries and counting with about 10 subsidiaries in view in the next 10 years, and people always ask me a lot of questions. How do you manage all the companies? How do you know which sector to invest in or go into, etc.? I'm able to manage them all because of systems and structures that make things run on their own with little supervision and no need for micromanaging. This save yourself time, energy, and money structure makes things work, and I've surrounded myself with the dream team because you are as strong as your teammates. On the second question, I go into a viable sector that meets the basic needs of man or have a growing potential. There are 15 different investment channels you can consider when thinking of which way to go. And for each of the 15 channels, there are 7 doorways, which gives you over 100 possible areas to look into. Because of space constraint, I will not be able to explain each of the channel and doorways. Investment channels and sectors to explore. 1. Food. 2. Clothing. 3. Shelter. 4. Communication. 5. Transportation. 6. Education. 7. Finance. 8. Media and technology. 9. Safety and security. 10. Value system and religion. 11. Product and manufacturing. 12. Power and energy. 13. Sports. 14. Leisure and entertainment. 15. Intellectual property. The 7 doorways to each channel. For each of the 15 channels listed above, you can operate in these 7 areas. 1. Raw materials. 2. Processing. 3. Packaging. 4. Distribution and haulage. 5. Publicity and advertisement. 6. Marketing and sales. 7. Regulation and governance. Take time out to think and look closely at all these areas, and you will no doubt be inspired on how to proceed.